You did take your allergy medicine, right?
We're in.
Hello.
Zach.
What were you just taking? What did you just take now?
So, question, Zach, can you hear me?
Huh?
I can hear you.
Another melatonin?
Apparently Christina
You don't
cannot.
need to live.
Just kind of amusing.
Well, maybe she can hear me.
She's not responding to
Hello,
either one of us.
Christina.
No. No. That's not happening. I had a comedy of errors trying to actually even get in.
Why? What happened?
The first of all, I had an error with OBS, and then
Oh, yeah?
once, can you hear me? I don't know
The
if she's.
timing on that.
I don't know who she's yeah, but I'm guessing it's not me. Um, so I got an error on that, and I logged into City of Heroes, and I
It was
got.
you. You said you had a comedy of errors.
Oh,
Are you just experiencing a huge delay? Holy,
all signs point to yes.
holy cow!
I'll log off and come back.
Okay,
I think the
that's
Mars rover has a better ping than she does.
that was astonishing. Oh, anyhow, I got to the character selection screen in City of Heroes, and then that bonked with a crash report, and then I couldn't fire up Discord. I'm like, well, I'm just going to reboot the entire system, so we'll see how it goes now. We'll slide you over here.
So I found a nifty tool called the COH modding tool, which has like a bunch of mods that people host, and then you can like select which ones you want to download and sync it in with your launcher.
Oh yeah.
And some of them, it's like sound replacement mods and stuff. They have vignette maps in there, but the one they have like an annoying sound one, and I think that one might like lower the sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can give you the link for it if you want.
The ones that I'm most interested in are like the pet sounds. Demons are fantastic, but gosh, having to hear the roars all the time.
I don't think ninjas would be bad then.
No, ninjas are fine. No, the constant roar of the tier 2 pet in demons is horrifying.
Gotcha.
And then it's a little
No,
rough.
I can't hear you. Okay. You
What?
can hear me, but I can't hear you, right?
Can you hear us now?
Okay.
Uh,
This is what I get because I fucked around with my sound settings to try to fix the fact that I couldn't hear anything in the background. And now what I'm hearing, the reason I have the delay is I can hear you in game and I can't hear you in Discord anymore. I have reversed the
that would
algorithm.
explain it.
Oh, she's hearing the stream? How's she hearing the stream?
No idea.
I don't know. Christina's got this gift for sound stuff. Don't know how it ends up working out that way. But yeah, that's the big thing for me. And then I think also the wolves constantly howling.
Probably. Yeah.
Which is a shame. I mean, it's because they're both interesting sets, but just the repeated sounds over and over again are a little rough. Which is interesting because the original game designers, NCSoft, went out of their way originally to make its... I mean, the original sounds like Dark Armor were really, really difficult. It had this constant dee-doo, dee-doo sound all the time that the armor was on.
Yep.
and then they toned that way back so that it's there when you first start, and then after that it goes away. But I don't think that the current designers are really working at that, or maybe don't have the resources or whatever for it. So anyhow, I'm just gonna see if I can find you, Zach, and then
I am in a mission right now,
oh, that works. And you'll have to find me. All
but I can shoot you an invite, sure.
Yes, I accept. Dear God, I don't know how to fix this time delay.
You know what? This is gonna be fascinating. I'm gonna pop our pictures up because that's gonna be funny. Go back to here.
Attempting to walk her through fixing this would be like trying to help someone on the moon because of the time delay.
Yeah, we have to set the instructions out well ahead of time.
No, I can't hear anything. Oh my God, this is so awful. What did I do? Okay.
All right. Fire this up. Put this over here. Is it Alt? It's Alt. All right. Well, we'll leave that up in the meantime while she works that out. While she works that out.
Oh god, now we're gonna have the echo of her watching your stream coming in through her headset.
How was that even possible? Oh, no,
I don't know, but I heard her. I heard
I heard
you through
me.
her speakers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you are. You. What's the, I don't have the mission selected, Zach. Did you finish it?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay.
I gotta level up.
Well, it wouldn't be a true stream if we didn't have to deal with sound issues from Christina's side. The weird thing is, I fix them for her, and then suddenly they're no longer working again, and I don't know how. Nothing changed.
I feel like at this point you're gonna have to just install like remote help software.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Elon Musk's first day at Twitter.
Yeah.
Rather amusing.
Clearing house.
Yeah, first thing that happens is he fires the CEO and the person who decided to permanently ban Trump. Got canned too. But I think they're both sitting pretty good. I think that even just she is sitting with about 45 million in assets from it. So I think she's probably going to pull through. All right. Well, everybody online just had to deal with my pretty face until we get Christina back in again. I apologize for that. So, Cap. I suppose I could turn me off until Christina comes back. Let's do that. I don't remember. There has to be one for Cap.
There isn't for Pocket D if that's where you are.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I do it to Mercy, I think. Oh, wait a minute. I can just do it from Ouroboros portal. Yeah. I like that I keep on finding ways to make travel even easier, even though travel is one of the more fun aspects of the game. There we go.
Look, we're just going to accept that I can't hear any of the game sounds. Okay, we're just going to have to accept it. 'Cause I can't solve this problem myself. Hmm. All right, so we're going to somewhere. Where is the sum of where we're going?
Red arrow.
Yeah,
We still haven't established if she's got a long delay or not. And
you can't hear me.
it seems like she does.
I still do. Am I still hearing the in-game and not hearing you guys? God damn it!
I don't know what you mean by in-game, Christina, because there is no in-game voice sounds.
Because okay, hold on. I'll show you what I mean. It's not
There's
in-game.
there's no in-game voice setup.
Right. Normally I have the Twitch stream up so that I can look at the chat. And then I have Discord up. So I turned off the Twitch stream.
You can just
The
turn the
only thing
volume
I
off.
have open. What?
You can just turn the volume off in the Twitch stream.
I tried that, but it didn't care because it was something I did with the defaults. Anyways, do I still have a significant delay?
I don't know. You tell me. Okay, what am I saying right now? Butthead.
Butthead?
No, there's no delay. You're fine.
Really? That's the okay.
What do you want?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Let me shrink the box a little bit. I know that's what she said. All right. Fair warning. I may have brief periods where I'm AFK.
Oh, good.
So. Oh, did I end up changing this? Hold on a second. No. Oh, I'll do it next time. I was hoping to get rid of the bloom effect, but I think I may have forgotten that was an issue.
Right.
Christina, how far out are you?
She's in St. Marshall right now.
I'm headed for the ferry so that I can get to Cap.
Bastion.
Ironically, this was the day when Olivia's like, I'll sit here and watch for a while. And she just got so tired of watching me struggle for 10 minutes that she was like, I'm just going to go to bed.
Yeah.
I was just seeing if there was anything over there. I realized it was like a tiny alcove.
They really have a gift too. Because look at the different textures they put into this map. This is the same as a regular cave map, but they added a ton to it.
Right. The little character goes a long way.
Yeah, yeah. It's very cool. It'll take me a tick to remember how to play the character again. Did I do a fear? I don't know that I have any fear powers.
Nope,
Is
that's
that
me.
you? Okay. I think I have a shiver thing.
And evidently, one of the things I didn't realize this, but you know how each of the archetypes has like a special power or whatever. I was looking at the one for tankers, Gauntlet, and it says that as a tanker, all of your area of effects actually have they're bigger.
Yeah, that's I think significantly bigger too, if I recall. Yeah, and there's
Giggity.
there's also something regarding I think the punch folk thing and the taunt era
Yeah,
is bigger.
all of your abilities have like a built-in taunt of a.
Yeah.
It's like a lower level, but then yeah, your taunt is significant.
Which is weird because they also still have limitations of a maximum of 16 per taunt. So you could have that much more things not really taunted. Oh, Christina won with her 50. She's got the big guns out.
I don't have a lot of options on the server, and I forgot to like switch to the other one that I pulled over.
Oh, that's okay.
My bad. I can flip back.
No, that's fine. You're here to do damage. However you want to do damage is absolutely fine. What is... Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the whole same thing except to put little fences up. Very cool.
Make it even more annoying.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least there's not snakes popping up.
I don't even mind the snakes. I'd rather fight them than those spirits that we were fighting in the graveyard that one time.
No, that's
The apparitions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where you kill everything twice. The first one goes out. Yeah, you never want to bother putting your nuke on something because it just transitions into the spirit, which is way tougher to fight anyhow. You just tap them once and they die normally.
I up the notoriety, so after this it should be
A little tougher.
yeah.
Cool.
The thing I think that bothers me the most about this whole sound thing is you're going to get here and you're going to look at it for like 3 minutes and be like, it was this.
Well,
It's going to drive me fucking insane.
I had it. No, it doesn't matter because I had it working when I left last time. And then within like one stream after that, it was no longer working. I'm like, it was working perfectly when I left. What changed? And it was, I don't know, nothing changed. I'm like, well, obviously something changed.
I don't just tell you.
I wasn't asking for anything. I've just accepted it. This is how things are.
I'm sorry.
I think this is nope, never mind, there's another tunnel in here. Oh hey, it's the male widow. You don't see those very often.
Makes it. Oh, I don't know, man.
That'd be a widower.
I
believe that's actually the proper term for a male widow.
Mm-hmm.
Smell it. Put my ball on that one. Oh, put my ball on that one instead. It's fickle. I can't figure out
Putting a
how.
ball on someone's face.
You have flaming balls though. Mine are not flaming.
I don't have flaming balls. Well, I do have the one flaming ball.
Other than the one that you have, you don't have any. see.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I see a pole coming. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, it was a little accidental. But I hear it glowing.
All right, I see where you are. I'm like plus a million in my block of ice power to hit. I missed that stupid webmaster 4 times in a row. Wow, this is bucking the odds there. Has there been a subtle tweaking going on with your colors, Zach?
Yeah, I've been trying to refine it.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right, Glowy, where are you?
Oh, I hear it, yeah. Sounds like it's like over here somewhere.
Oh, well, I found the person, I think.
It's like through there. Well, they're raining from the skies here. Oh, what happened there?
I think you push him back with Gust, or whatever that ability's called.
I also dropped Bonfire there.
Your bonfire has no knockback in it.
It's knocked down, not knocked back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any knockback at all.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if there was enough knockback between the ice slick and the bonfire
Oh, maybe.
to stack up and actually cause a knockback. Because I think that there's a knockdown that comes with ice slick, but it's like, I'm sorry, it's knocked back, but it's like 0.6 or something like that.
Right, so it won't ever do it on its own. But
Right, if you stack it, it might knock things back. Yeah, that might be it.
Sorry, Christina. I just came over and like stole that from you.
All right.
You were
I was
doing the
working
wine.
for a little while.
You were doing the wine. I just came over and I was like, poke.
Saw it too. I was actually going to drop down my healing plants over there. I'm like, well, it looks like got this extended battle going on. Oh, it's
All right, Glowy. Where
that's
are you?
funny. It's got to be down. I got it. Okay, where's Vines at? Oh, Vines is with me apparently. Vines. it looks like.
So I have not seen The Simpsons for a while.
The
But I
Simpsons?
heard,
Okay.
no, but it's I heard for this year's Halloween Treehouse of Horrors that they were going to make it all done in anime
Yeah,
and
one
do
of
it
the
as Death
shorts.
Note.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah,
shorts is a anime crossover with Death Note. I saw that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I've taken that to
Yeah,
South
it
Park.
actually looked pretty neat.
Yeah,
South Park's already done it.
That's true.
but
So if it's about time somebody beats Simpsons to something.
Simpsons did it.
That's right.
The Simpsons have spent the last 20 years predicting the future. You got to cut them just a little bit of slack.
All right, she's still with me, it looks like.
This way.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, her AI seems to be pretty good. So is the... Oh, is that one of... Is it an aura?
The
The
fear?
fear aura?
No, it's touch of fear.
Okay.
It's a cone, but it seems like it will hit things behind me as well. That's why I was wondering if it was like gonna increase its size by a substantial amount.
I gotcha. Oh, that's right. The aura is actually in the armor, not the attacks.
You know, when I was originally working on this character, I was thinking of names that would fit the dark radiation theme, and I almost was like, "Hey, I should use the name Night Emission." Wait, nope, that's
Oh, hey, did we miss our turn out of here? Oh, no, we didn't. It's up there.
What's wrong with Night Emission?
It's like having nocturnal missions. We can run these missions at night. Christina's never been she's never been a teenage boy, obviously.
clearly.
Yeah. That's the Olivia look right there. It's perfect.
What?
So that's the Olivia look right there. It's absolutely perfect.
What Olivia look?
The head sideways, slightly confused look. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, these levels are they're capped out at level 20, it looks like.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna run back to Pocket D and tweak down my bloom effect a bit if I can.
I can find a different mission to do.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I have no problems with these new missions.
Well, I mean, I do, because I'm not getting as much experience from them as I could.
I see what you're saying. Nature affinity. Life-giving spores. Spore. Right, we'll go with dark blue. No, it's not any better. Eh.
Here, I think our child has decided to change his schedule from cardio to resistance training.
Yeah.
We've gone from kicking to I'm going to push as hard as on one spot of you as I can for a sustained few seconds. Just, the kid has your gym schedule.
which is nothing at all.
No, well, your usual gym schedule is like a little bit of something almost every day.
Yeah. Brown, maybe? What the brown? You know, there is no good answer. We're just gonna go with that.
What if can you pick black?
Black is actually worse. Black goes into the grays.
Oh,
Yeah. You think
But
you're
if you do
picking?
brown, will it be like a pig pen cloud?
I don't know. There's just no way to turn it down. Oh, wait a minute. Or is there like another option other than?
Isn't there like light versus
No,
original?
there's not for every power. No. It's either original or color tintable. And original is really bright. It's the only options. All right. Well, the most important thing is for him to show incremental gains. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have to see if you can measure um, if it's
Measure a difference
getting
day
better over the
every
course of
week.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. It should work its way through so that eventually we can see like just a whole foot just pressing.
I've seen pictures like that.
Yeah. It's creepy when it happens. It's kind of neat, kind of creepy. Oh, I know this mission.
So it's gonna get a neepy.
sorry, I'm
Eh,
helping people at this event. I'll pop over in the mission in a sec.
Okay.
I saw them dying, and I was like, "Wait, I'm a tanker. I can help with that."
And turns out it's a level 54 purple monster, giant monster.
Goodbye. I'm in danger.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go take care of some business. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm coming.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember doing this mission with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it looks like you guys are already in a little ways. Oh, you must be level 23, Zach.
Yep.
Gotcha. Oh, the gotta talk to everybody mission.
Yeah.
Recall, do we have to go inside with him, Christina?
I don't know, but I spoke to everybody. I think he might be able to skip them and go straight to the door.
I don't know if it's one of those ones where it has to be the mission leader that talks to them or not, though.
I know it has to be him to go through the door.
Oh,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
remember that.
But I think as long as we all circulated to talk to all the little people and they were all checked off, it was fine.
Are you able to come in with me, or?
Probably. I think there's nothing to do in here, though. I think you talk to him in here, and then we go out and we end up picking a fight with somebody.
Gotcha.
They go, what? Fight, 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 fight. One of us has a lot more hit points than the other two. A lot more. Looking at the amount of gray in our health bars.
Well, I'm surprised I was able to walk him down with the fear, given that he's purple to me.
That's as little bloom as I can come up with, guys. If that works out for you.
That's fine. That's better.
I'm both ambivalent and oblivious. If that
Oblivion.
makes sense. Yeah.
There's a lot of A words in there.
One is an O word.
Aaron.
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious. Ostentatious. Yeah. Good
Why you
memory.
gotta make fun of me saying words?
I didn't. That was Zach.
Oh, thanks.
It was. He was just remembering.
It was all me.
He was
You
remembering
mentioned A words, and I was like, oh.
ostentatious. Yeah. Oh, I think we're done.
Yep.
I'm judging by the fact that it says exit.
I'm trying to squeeze him back to see if he'll move. But he's just pushing against my hands instead.
Christina, do you want to keep on running with your 50 or do you want to run with somebody else?
I can swap to
You can
somebody.
move someone over if you want.
I have someone moved over who's in like their 30.
Yeah. Figure this is going to be even less challenging for you. Just.
Yeah. Why do I not have my long range teleporter?
Is it possible that she doesn't have one? No, she's got one.
Oh yeah.
She's used it before.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise the ferry's right there. You can go to Port Oaks and grab the.
There it is.
Well, although I think there's one here too. There's not. Cripple. Is that even like a word we can use? cripple the arachnospace.
Handy capable of the arachnospace.
we can't handicap it.
I mean, at least it doesn't say retard the arachnos advance, even though you would technically be using the word correctly in that case, but...
Yeah.
What is the chemical in a fire extinguisher called? It's a fire crippler. A flame crippler.
Uh, kind of like the fact that it never changed the the fact that when you turn in the game, you don't move your feet. You don't shuffle around. You just simply pivot on a center point. I kind of appreciate that still. Your hat kind of reminds me of the one that's on Witch Doctor for Robot Wars.
BattleBot?
BattleBots, I'm sorry. BattleBots.
Oh, right.
With the Golightly couple.
Yeah, William has gotten a little bit miffed that number one, I can't figure out what channel BattleBots is on for him to watch them at our house. And number two, that I won't watch football.
What football?
He just wants to watch football.
Really?
He's apparently gotten used to that being a thing that he does. And so this Thursday, he's like, hey, Brady and the Bucks are playing. Can we watch that on TV? And I'm like, how do you even know this? And he's like, because everybody knows what day they play football. And so I don't you have to have like NFL ticket or something like that to watch football
Thursday Night
games?
Football is on Amazon Prime.
Oh, so I could have played the game for him. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks to be him.
Yeah. Thursday Night Football is Amazon Prime. Sunday Night Football is on NBC. I think Monday night is on ESPN. So it's all over the place. I'm assuming at some point in time in the very near future, whenever this contract for TV wears out for the NFL, they're going to go with streaming platforms.
Just have their own streaming NFL network
I
that'll play all their games
I don't
simultaneously and then
think so.
play classic games during the year.
I don't think so. I think that they will go with another platform and then just charge them $1 billion for it. And that's probably not a lie. It'll probably be $1 billion contract. Hello, who are you? Christina, she's yours.
Oh boy,
Oh, these got
what I
hard.
always wanted.
These got harder. Okay, there's a red in there somewhere.
What power set is this character, Christina?
Cold, if I recall.
Ice. Yeah.
Corruptor?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Christina does not have the ultitis like I do.
And I think I've got maybe 12 characters total in the 3 years we've played this game. 2-3 years. And I think maybe 2 of them are at 50. Which is kind of sad.
No, I mean, you're learning the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beeping going on in there.
I can't hear it. Oh, what was that thing that I just did?
I don't know. It looked like you spit some sort of green at them.
Right? Well, it was like spinning like a little ice. Something.
Yeah, I saw that. I think the projectile glitched out.
That power is literally plus 100% accuracy. And I miss on it so often. Oh, I see where you're going.
Okay, if you're with me, you're with me.
I am, but the NPC isn't. She went out there.
I mean, I don't. It's fine.
Once the NPC got wind of the fact that there's somebody nearby. Oh, now she's getting beat on.
I shield her. She too far away. Won't let me.
Oh my god.
I got an ice shield on her to hopefully help.
Alright, I killed him.
Stay down.
Another thing. Won't that be a lesson to you?
You drinking coffee?
That's tea, actually. Believe it or not.
Good for you. What kind of tea did you get?
Shitty. Shitty tea. Because all tea is basically shitty. Rain gutter
Leaf
water.
water, bean water.
It's like you just get the water right out of the gutter when it rains.
What's that saying from by Iroh from Avatar, Zach? Your tea tastes like wet leaves.
Yeah, something like that. Excuse me, stop poking my brain.
I personally rather like tea.
There are some that I really like.
What just happened to me?
I'm guessing you blew up that generator?
Oh, that's what that was? I thought it was just another.
Good thing
like,
you can't destroy those things if you're not supposed to, because that would happen every mission.
Oh, pretty much. You protect this? Nah, it's not going to happen.
Might as well just name yourself Collateral Damage Lady.
What is that supposed to be?
In general. Oh, it's got shot in the back of the head. Hello. Where'd you guys come from? I suppose they're mamas. Oh, there we go. I think NPC is messing up your pole, Zach.
Go figure.
Alright, she's out. I just realized I still had my heel patch on from like 2 stories ago. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story. What just happened there? Oh, I got caught on a TV. Fucking 30. Yeah, you've actually gained quite a bit of levels on us. I think I'm 30. Oh, yeah, that's gonna work. It's gonna work. Now the NPC's in the mix.
I love how there's just like a random piece of equipment here.
Hallway.
Like it's not conspicuous at all.
Do you suppose this is it? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is it or not. We're getting ambushed. Oh, these are the
They're
good
on
guys.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, NPC.
Yeah, that was Storm Powers Johnson there, I think. Lieutenant Davison. Don't worry, knockback is fun.
I mean, it can be useful sometimes.
Not if well, yeah. I mean, it can be if you're soloing and not a tanker. Talk to the longbow officer. Oh, hey, I leveled. Nice.
Nice.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right. Arbiter's down there. Talk to the arbiter.
Be right back. My wife fell asleep on the couch. I'm gonna carry her to bed.
Aw.
It's the same thing you do to me, Christina.
Like one of us falls asleep somewhere and the other one looks at them and says, "Yep, they look comfy. That's gonna suck tomorrow," and just leaves them there.
That is not accurate. I actually go and first of all, it's almost always you, and it's usually on the floor. And I make sure I get the fuzziest blanket I can find and a pillow.
Hmm.
So
I have found if I disturb you to move in any way, even just like to roll you, you're up. You're just up. And I have to always weigh the argument of should I worry about your sleep or should I worry about how you feel the next day? And generally, sleep is always worse for you.
endurance. Why are you not able to be slotted there? Oh, do I have you somewhere else too? Oh, I do. Hmm. That's interesting. Why did I not catch that before? Hmm. Mm. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back.
Mids. Mm. It's inconvenient.
Oh, I got a thing for this. Sorry.
Okay.
Ding.
Oh, I miss so often with that. Do not understand. All right, what we got going on here? Open.
Guys, good.
Controller, Earth, storm summoning. What did I do wrong here?
All right, well, he's doing that.
Oh, okay.
Which way are we headed, Zach? Straight ahead?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I was going to figure out why I couldn't socket one of my heals, but it turns out it didn't follow my own plan. Oh. So much stuff.
What the heck happened there?
Hush! Hush! It was an accident. Accident. Okay. Shush! 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 Shush!
I punched him and he froze in place. Clearly that was planned.
Why do you pay attention so much? Why?
Because I don't want to die.
No, I was
Oh,
talking
God.
about Paul.
So, Zach, remember when I went through and I mapped out all the powers she took? And she took all the attack powers, right? For everything. I just saw her whip out her ghost slaying axe
Oh.
on a longbow, right? A ghost slaying axe. Thing you can't socket. These are not ghosts. She has 15 other attacks. And somehow the ghost slaying axe is still in her power bars.
She wanted to ask him a question.
Oh,
See,
God.
that was a nice retort. That was punny. I appreciate that.
Still doesn't explain why.
Oh,
We weren't talking about the why.
oh
It
God.
just happened, and we're just gonna push it to the side, and we're gonna be all good.
After the Durrell Brooks trial, I've heard enough of asking questions. Oh, I'm all right.
His mom, I saw the statement by his mother where she took the position of, this is what, we have to understand mental illness looks like.
Yeah, and she's doing that for retrial. That's the person who drove through the holiday parade in Waukesha.
Right.
I mean, they're going to go for that on
randomly
the retrial.
misplaced computer.
Oh. They're definitely going to go for that on a retrial.
That it's a mental illness?
That he shouldn't have been allowed to represent himself.
Alright, this might have been a little... So.
All right, okay.
No, I'm not.
Get next to Zach if you can.
I was, but then I got well, actually I might be safer down here for the moment. I got kicked off the level onto the ground. Oh, who just died? How do I add you guys back to that little team bar thing?
See if you can start wiping out the stuff in the back. That'd be swell.
Yeah, I'm just trying to not die here.
Aye!
Oh, I got 3 of them out. Here's my 3rd ball. Oh, nope, never mind.
I didn't know you had a third.
It was a surprise 3rd ball. Just kind of came out of nowhere.
Explain some things.
Nobody died.
I will say I did not die because knockback saved my life.
Because you got knocked back?
I got knocked off the railing, and they all stopped attacking me when I had like that much health.
I think Zach was talking or taunting too. So
Yeah, I have taunt set on auto, so it should just keep going.
yeah. Oh. Guess who has? Guess what I have?
A tanker,
Nope.
a ghost slaying axe.
No. Who has that at this level?
Oh, fuck you, Zach. Ghostling axe. Y'all, you know, I play for the love of the game. Not because I'm good at it.
When you leveled last time, you opened up my pet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The vine thing.
No, I'm cold control, so I have Jack Frost.
Oh, right, okay.
So I can actually finally do a little bit of damage.
Group income.
I don't want to lock them in place yet. They're all still kind of moseying.
I was trying to get him around the corner.
Might be about as good as we're going to get. I'm not sure if it's funnier that you did the axe thing or that you looked over at me immediately when you did the axe thing and saw that I was watching. Both of those equally funny to me. Really? Let's kick my butt.
Sorry, I thought I got all.
No, it's another wave.
Well, I know, I saw him coming and I thought I got all.
I think these guys have kind of jumped through the middle section. So, you didn't
Oh, yes, because everybody in this universe can jump like 13 feet in the air. Basketball must be insane.
yeah, you go to the courts out in like Skyway City. Try to play the trolls. Utter domination. Nice. Exit. Alright, I have to figure out
Alright, I'm gonna level.
yeah, I think I got 31, so I have to sign. No, I already signed my points. I need to figure out what's going on with my set pieces here. I think I need to. What's going on? Oh,
Your Jack Frost decided that it hated some.
yeah.
Moo adept
Actually,
randomly in the street.
somebody attacked him, and he responded in kind. All right, so we'll pull out. What I need for that? Heal absorb.
I'm gonna run to the restroom while Zach is
Okay.
leveling.
Heal endurance. Heal. Okay. So I pulled this one out. There we go. And I put this one in. And then I convert this one. All right. Almost hate to convert it because this is the most expensive one. I should sell it and buy a different. Nah, you know what? Screw it. Heal, absorb, recharge. You know, that's not that bad. Go with that. All right. That'll work.
Should really make an alternate costume for this guy.
Uh-oh, got a bunch of Luddites level 10 around here. They're gonna really.
Oh no, not level 10.
They're just gonna piss off my pet. If my pet ever gets here. Where my pet is. I see him moving. Jumping over something. He's almost in range. So 1 year ago today, Christina, you wore that same top.
Yes.
You were on a very strict schedule.
Yeah. It's great when your memories are like 1 year ago today and you're like, oh. Yeah. Although 1 year ago today,
Oh God.
I was in that giant cast because I had just had my surgery. It was before I threw all the blood clots and everything else. But after I had been through the surgical process.
I gotta hit up a vendor real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go warm up my freaking nasty tea water.
Nasty. It could be delicious if you let it. I like tea.
I do too. Some of them.
Mm. You got school pictures back today, Zach.
Yeah.
William looks like Dennis the Menace. Like he just has this expression where you're like, he's about to cause trouble. totally about to cause trouble. Yeah. So it's kind of hilarious, really.
All right, I guess I'll put a recharge speed in this one.
Oh my god, you gave me like the step-by-step troubleshooting. Did you turn it on?
I was trying.
Thanks, Zach.
Hey, it's what I do.
Yeah, I put his picture in the chat just because it's hilarious to me. It's the expression of a kid who's about to get in some shit.
Oh, yep. Okay. I can sell stuff up. Dead Jack Frost outside.
Yeah, it's like the Prestige. We don't actually teleport from one place to the other. We just kill one and create another one at a new location.
I love that movie.
It is a great movie.
For anybody who hasn't watched it, I apologize. Also, in The Fifth Element, Bruce Willis is already dead.
Really?
Just so you know.
Wait, really?
Oh, I thought you were referring to.
Or not The Fifth Element. Fifth Element is a multipass.
Oh, I thought you were being facetious.
No. What am I thinking of?
You are
The Sixth
thinking of
Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth
Sixth Sense.
Sense?
That's it. Yeah. Sixth
Okay.
Sense.
Oh my god, I was just like, how did I completely
Oh,
misread the Fifth Element
and
like
what
that?
are the odds of both to be Bruce Willis movies, huh?
Yeah, that's why I thought you were being facetious.
No, just my brain being broken.
I'm assuming this is the meeting room back here.
Is that? I can't tell. Is that a Kamala Harris wave? Kim just waved on stream. I can't really make out what it is. Attend the inner circle meeting. Oh, I think I'm too late, but here we go. Nope, everybody's gone. Because Jack has got his own little flow aura around him. Just kind of nice. Hey, what's up, Tutor? Approach the meeting grounds podium. Alrighty.
I can't open the door.
I can't open. You have to talk to her.
Yeah.
And I tried talking to her, but
Yeah.
I have to wait for her.
We have to wait for her to get pissed off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have some mushrooms on your head.
Ooh, nice Last of Us cosplay.
I am unbeatable. As long as you guys are beating stuff up. As long as I don't get any attention, I am undefeatable.
It's like the invisible man in Mystery Men.
Yeah, as long as they don't look at me, I am invisible. I can't do invisible with you watching. Mystery Man, one of the all-time favorites. I actually created a shoveler here.
Yeah. I saw somebody who made like their character's name was the Working Man, and they kind of did a similar thing.
Yeah. War Axes apparently has a shovel as an option. They don't have a hard helmet, though, or hard hat that you can use, which kind of sucks.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He shovels very, very well.
Yeah, except they didn't put the best character in the comics in the movie.
I never saw that. I never read the comics.
Ever?
There's oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get a picture.
Let's get over and grief these guys with Jack. Correct.
How come when I go off on a tangent, you me, but you don't do it to your little Jack Frost guy?
I led my Jack over there to beat those people up.
Oh. He's just doing due diligence then.
I do to you because you go running off in a direction with your stealth on sometimes, but then all your pets out, and you stick your head in the room, and your pets aggro everything. And then you die. And you come back, and you leave your pets off that time, but then you leave your stealth off too, and you run into the room, and you die. So I do so I keep you somewhere close, so that in case mistakes are made, that I can actually taunt things off of you.
Is it an in case or a when?
It's an in case. I mean, it's going to happen at least once a night.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Given what you've seen over the last couple of years, which kid is most like me?
I don't know. They're a mixture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, Olivia looks a lot like you. And she has some of the same expressions, but...
We have very different personalities, though.
Yeah.
Go, my minion.
That worked. Too. That was the best.
Your pets are way better than mine.
Yeah, except I have to pay for insurance.
Got all this collateral damage going on. Oof. Oh, Zach, I can't
Oh,
cycle
Zach,
fast
how'd you
enough.
die?
I couldn't cycle fast enough. I think he had everybody's head turned simultaneously,
I did not. Well,
and then they twisted
didn't
his off.
work.
I'm guessing he had one really good taunt in there.
They were actually all on the one of the NPCs, and then I taunted them, and then they were like,
Huh?
"Get back!" Get
I popped one heal up. I'm like, there's just no way.
And I think they just all hit me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It's all in the timing, pretty much. Yeah, there's a fair number of purples in there.
yeah, I increased the difficulty again. We'll see how this works.
Something just appeared on the map. I don't really know what it is, but looks green.
Oh, it's like, yeah, it's longbow.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is probably going to go well. Ragdoll. Alright. Get the mushrooms out. Healing deployed. Oh, well, there it is. That worked. Report to Bane, Spider, or Reuben. Is that how you spell Reuben? I always think of it more like the sandwich.
It's one way of spelling it.
Rubens are delicious.
Agreed.
I wonder who Reuben was. How did he come up with it?
You know, I feel like the wild card in the Reuben composition is like the Thousand Island dressing.
Right, but that's what ties it together.
Yeah, it is. But like, that's the one where it's like, who?
Right, who would have guessed for that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he got up here.
Why am I so far away from you guys?
So far, yeah, I just walked up to flew up to the top of the nearest building to see if I can get Jack up here. And we're back down here.
Oh, it's another one of these plates.
I'll keep Jack out of eyeline until I guess that's the downside
Yes,
of
give me your strength.
downside of the pet is I can no longer eyeball pulls until pulls already happen. I think the Jack though, once he gets fully socketed out, he'll be reasonable regarding his damage. He's not very tanky though. Not like an earth pet. Let those bastards see me. Okay, we're gonna lock this guy down. It's gonna work. I'm supposed to be getting my my res.
Oh, what does ice have for a red?
Well, I have plant for secondary, so that's
Oh, right.
gonna be rebirth, and that's the one that actually is either a res or it is a massive heal over time, which I love the idea of.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Otherwise, why I can't justify taking a res in most cases.
I mean, with Christina, you can.
Even with Christina, she usually comes prepared.
That's
Usually. You get a nerd to kind of dying a lot at a certain point.
I see where you're going.
trying to get them over here.
I think Christina's got them fascinated on the other side there. She NPC'd your pull. Christina. NPC, you did. See how you were standing in the middle of that little section of them?
Yeah, but it
And
kept
they were
saying
all-
target blocked.
And they were all facing and shooting you?
He kept telling me target was blocked, so that I didn't think they could see me back.
And there were 4 behind you that were all shooting you.
Oh.
That was part of the pull.
Again, oblivious.
Hmm? Smell it. Looks like those clever bastards, clever girls found their way out the backside there.
How shitty of them.
I watched the Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, the newest one?
Yeah, the one was it this year or was it last year? Either one.
Mhm.
It wasn't very good.
That's what I heard.
I mean, as far as
Is
this,
anything very good once you get to like number 4 or 5 of it?
well, I mean,
I mean,
Lord of the Ring?
Fast and the Furious. I feel like as a car person, Paul, Fast and the Furious must be like, as a car person and a person who actually understands physics. Let me put those two things together. That it must be a very difficult thing for you to watch.
Christina, I cannot keep you alive. Just so you know.
I got it.
Am I gonna die?
Oh my god.
Sorry. Look, I pulled back.
I had
Yeah, I also taunted them off of you.
I had every heal on you, and I'm like, you got way too much attention.
It's the boobs. Always happens.
That's what I'm missing as a tanker. I need boobs.
Can I just say, like, a tanker with giant boobs would be hilarious.
There you go. That's what your next character is going to be.
Just play yourself.
But you just
Christina.
have to make it so that
God save us all.
you have to make it so that the taunt is like a chest shimmy. That would be like the kicker.
Well, that's how to get ahead on Twitter. Or on Twitch, I should say. Have boobs.
I thought you just needed lots of talent. Cough, cough.
Yeah. Oh, God. I turned it on the other day. And I'm not disparaging people who actually, like this thing. But there was some gigantic boobed woman defaulted on the start page doing ASMR licking on ear microphones.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
okay.
It was so disgusting. And then the sounds in the back. Oh my God. Just no. All of it, no.
They... I'm pretty sure that sooner or later they're gonna have to make a Twitch at night or something like that.
I have no idea what's going on, so hopefully you guys can see stuff.
I'm doing it the Christina way. I'm just kind of mashing buttons.
Hey, you know what? Y'all knock it. I've been playing that way since I was 8 years old, and it hasn't let me down yet.
I mean, it works. I just pulled out my ghost slaying axe.
Thanks, guys.
That was the best. That was the best.
I haven't played this character for a while, okay?
A week?
Oh, I'm blinded.
Yeah, I'm not able to see anything either. I figure my pack can still see stuff. Let's keep healing you guys in the meantime.
I wish I could target. I wish I could target what your pet
There you
was
go,
hitting.
Zach.
Well, I'm just
I
gonna
just gave you an insight.
turn on
Oh, that's right. I can do that.
Arctic air. See what's going on here.
Are we supposed to be destroying that or defending that? I don't know.
I think we have to interact with it.
Yeah, I'm still blind.
Oh, I didn't give you an insight. I only gave one to Zach here.
Oh, I have one. I just, was being stubborn. Oh, I got a prismatic ether component. You guys know the Christmas song with Bing Crosby and David Bowie? The Little Drummer Boy mix?
Not off the top of my head.
Peace on Earth? Yeah. It's one that they made, I think, back in the late 70s. It was filmed kind of in a very little, like a cheesy set somewhere. It's beautiful music. It's a great combination. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly remade it with the wigs and everything. The set is amazing. I'll just show it to you sometime. It's obviously copyrighted content, so. Speaking of which, going into chill mode. Go over here. Over here. There we go. And we're off. Doing for money. Blooded prophecy. All right. Well, what's next at 32? I get what? Don't know what I get at 32. I might take Entangling Aura. Oh, do we click on him? Is he clicky?
Yep.
Gotcha. Christina, I'll tell you what, the Randy's knows how to make chicken dumpling soup. It is.
Yeah.
It is so good. I have done homemade chicken dumpling soup before.
Mm-hmm.
Never turns out well.
Well, good. I'm glad. You really liked it last time.
It was very good. Defeat Wiener.
I usually get you a double portion because I figure you can either eat twice as much or eat it twice and you won't mind. But you know what's interesting? They don't have a Greek omelet on their menu, or I would order you one. It's not an option.
It's probably just so good that that's all anybody would ever order if they had it on their menu.
I think my default has been bacon, onion, and mushroom with Swiss.
It's a fantastic combination. Zach, the private joke is I keep trying to find a Greek omelet that tastes good.
But he hates them. He hates them everywhere.
Every place I've tried them, they've been horrible. But I keep ordering them.
What's in a Greek omelet? I imagine, is it feta cheese?
I think it's the feta cheese that's kind of cranking it for me. All right, looks like a good go-to spot.
So even though he dislikes it every time, he continues to order it whenever he sees it on the menu somewhere.
I do. I have hope. Okay, mushrooms are out. It should take the damage down a bit. Mushrooms deployed. Jack is determined to just beat them up out there, apparently.
It's too cold over there. It's funny you mention Greek omelet because I've had craving for pizza with green olives that I've never seen anything with that. And I was thinking that would be good with like salami, green olives, and feta cheese, but
yeah. For some reason, the feta seems like it makes a mess of things.
Paul Doug, what is it? Hamburg, green olives, and mushrooms on pizza?
That's
Beef.
good.
Beef,
Yeah.
yes.
So good.
Like the old number 9.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. It's my default for Pizza Hut. Even Pizza Hut can't mess that up. Well, pizzas aren't that bad. Zoom. Alright. Get somebody. Oh, I think I may have messed that up for you, Zach.
No, I'm gonna pull him back.
Alright. Yeah, I think Pizza Hut's one of the few places I know that actually has green olives as an option for the build your own. Almost everything is black olives. Everybody knows black olive is just not salty enough.
I picked up a jar of green olives stuffed with blue cheese, and it's been my snack of choice over the week.
Sounds good.
That's so much salt.
Mm-hmm.
It's like salt stuffed with salt.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mid still hasn't done the update regarding when you get your powers, so I don't know what I'm taking next.
I mean, you could always. Oh, well, you already took the pet, which would normally be what you would take.
Yeah. I think I actually got the pet at 26.
Yep, that's when they lowered it too. So just take what you would have. What it shows you would have taken at 26 at that point.
Glacier, which I already have as well.
All right, what's after that?
You know what? I think it's going to end up being. I think I'm going to end up taking the the rebirth. I think if I can get if during a pull, if I can get a hot going on you, that'll make all the difference.
Well, found one of these guys.
Oh, did you? Where'd you find it? Right here?
Yeah, there's just named enemies we have to fight.
Yeah, I was just looking through the other group to see if the name was there.
I almost wish that 32 was actually sockets, but it's not. It's a power level. I like to fully socket out Jack. Since he's pretty much going to be responsible for most of my damage.
If you had to say which show was better, South Park, Rick and Morty, or Futurama?
Rick and Morty.
As much as I want to say Rick and Morty, I'm gonna have to say Futurama.
I mean, Futurama for what it was great. But
yeah, I love the wackiness and the zaniness of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I like the fact that I did not get it at first. It took me a full season of watching them to understand.
Understand Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
But I will say that as much as I do love Rick and Morty, I really like Futurama because I think of like all of the glimpses of what the future would be like. That and the Orville are kind of like in that same area.
Yeah.
Obviously,
yeah, I would go Futurama too.
And that's why I'm kind of concerned with the new season coming out. Like, they ended it perfectly.
They
and,
did.
Like, they're potentially going to undo that. But
People can't leave well enough alone. It's like...
Well, Hollywood hates taking risks.
There's money to be made somewhere on pre-existing intellectual property of some sort.
Like, honestly, what I would have done if they wanted to, like, carry on with that is, like, why not just do a show with, like, hey, you know, it features Fry and Leela's grandkids, and then you can have them be, you know, like a cameo once in a while, but you have new characters.
Yeah.
But it's the same universe.
Imagine the origin of Zoidberg.
Go on.
Because he's so friggin' weird.
My favorite scene with Zoidberg is help me, Santa, and then Jesus, and then he comes out as Jesus. It's like, Jesus, save me! I help those who help themselves.
Oh. I will say I think the saddest episode was the one with Fry's dog.
Oh God.
That one and the one with his nephew, where he finds out he's an uncle. I think those are the two for me. Although the one, I can't remember if it was a movie, but the one where his clone, you end up like finding out the story and how he ended up. Oh, wow, I can't remember his name. I think it might have been one of the movies. Where Leela starts dating a new guy and Fry doesn't like him, and then Fry ends up finding out that it's like a copy of him or something like that.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah, I think Futurama was pretty much unappreciated during its time.
Agreed.
It was kind of treated as a, oh, and here's something other than The Simpsons
Yeah, for sure.
type of thing. Oh, there's a bunch down here.
But even like BoJack Horseman is a fantastic show, and even that's a niche audience.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, BoJack is really. They have some really tough episodes as well,
Oh yeah.
but that kind of makes sense given. Okay, so I'm gonna make a recommendation. Everybody always laughs at me when I say this because it seems kind of cheesy at first, but there's a show on Netflix called Centaur World, which is an animated show, and it does have elements of being a musical, but the story is so good and it's really funny. It has one of the best villains I think that you would see in a show like that with their story and everything. It's a really comprehensive package, but whenever I recommend it and people look at it, they're like, this looks dumb. I almost didn't watch it.
Things look dumb though, like at first, and
yeah, I almost didn't watch it, but like a good friend of mine who is like his taste in things matches mine specifically really well. He was like, "Dude, you'll love this." So I gave it a shot, and I did.
That's good.
My pet's stuck in
I'll
the
have to see if
protesters.
my ex's Netflix account is still logged in and if I can watch it.
Buddy, over here.
I just see that orb and your Jack Frost running around the corner. Well, maybe it's these guys.
I still need to I've been saving up this. Okay, don't judge me. I'm saving up this season of The Witcher to watch in my maternity leave.
There's nothing wrong with that. That makes sense. I mean, you're going to have a big chunk of time off. So.
Yeah. Just felt like a good time to watch Henry Cavill.
Now that's a dude. That's an actor I wish I could have met when I was worked for Blizzard back in the day. But
oh, and he's such a game nerd too. He'd have been pumped. That's like the nice thing. He would have been just as pumped to meet you and be like, "How did you design these things?"
I know he was just in the news recently because he was talking about he's putting so much time in a game that I've been playing once in a while lately, and he's like, "Oh, it's so good," and I was like, "You get me, Henry. You get me." Oh, here he is.
See, I say these things, and Paul's like, "You just like him because he's hot," which doesn't hurt. Does not hurt.
Let's just say you didn't say you wanted to watch the show. You said you wanted to watch the actor. So Not it's a good time to watch the show because of the show. No, it's a good time to watch Henry Cavill.
So I know they wouldn't pick him, but I do think that he would make a good candidate for the next James Bond.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
I'm pretty sure the next James Bond's gonna be a black woman.
What happened with the 13th Doctor? Because that just went completely off the rails. This timeless child, not a Time Lord. Like...
It's called reaching. It's what you do when you don't have anything to work with because you screwed everything else over.
You pretty much rewrote all of what 50 years of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Because they had an agenda and they had to rewrite the story to fit it so it would work, but in doing that they ruined it for everything else. But generally the people who have an agenda like that don't really care. They're just like, hey, I want to do this and I'm going to make it work.
The drinker refers to that as the message.
Right, like don't get me wrong, I don't mind... Oh, I have to go talk to this dude. I don't mind shows and everything that are preachy or have a message, but if the message is the primary goal instead of the secondary context of it, then, you know, it's...
I will say the issue that I have is, up until very recently, the stories have been about the stories. They have been not been commentary on the current times, and the reason they hold up, and the reason I can go back and I can watch Peter Davison stuff right now, is because there's nothing at all to do with the 1970s, 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with certain stories, not about politics, not about anything else. They hold up because they're not based on what is currently the biggest topic of conversation.
Yeah.
And so we're dating ourselves. These are not going to be things you're going to go back in 40 years and watch. Because a story is the message and not the story. It's okay to have that story with it. You know, you think about classic Star Trek.
But the story has to be compelling in order for that to work. You can't just have a half-assed story that you're shoving a message into.
You think about the story that Star Trek did it, you know, but they did it in a way that was not so horrifying. You think about what what segregation was like and stuff in the early to mid 60s, and Star Trek did something on it. You know.
Yeah, and like with Next Generation touch on a lot of things, and it had a lot of interesting episodes for. Like I always think of the episode where they have to prove whether Data is a person or not, and they pick Riker to be his lawyer, which, you know, is a member of his crew and everything, and it's like you have to give it your all, but at the same time you realize that if you do that, I don't know.
Yeah. There are ways of doing things that allow you to share something that still make it timeless. Mm-hmm. And you think about, okay, all of the universe, all creation, anytime, any place, and almost all of the 13th Doctor stuff was based on Earth. Which is unusual, because you think back to like, what am I thinking? I can't think of the Doctor.
The first Doctor on Gallifrey and stuff?
No. The one with the white hair. I'm totally blanking on his name. Puffy white hair. Ascot. Third Doctor. Can't think of his name. They had budgetary issues. Like, they could not afford to do a lot of special effects, and so all of his stuff was based on Earth for the most part. But there was a reason for that, you know, and there were no really any budgetary restraints that would impact them.
Now.
Right.
Other than they want to make a commentary on that planet in particular.
Yeah.
But they had so much potential to use something allegorically and make it indirect rather than preachy.
But that isn't as clear and succinct, and it takes nuance.
The thing is, right, so there's a problem catering to that particular audience. First of all, I am not of that particular audience, but that's okay. I go to see things because they're entertaining, not because I need to be educated. I mean, one can argue we have enough reality in reality. What's wrong with being entertained or challenged intellectually in some way? But the problem, the problem is that you would never actually appease that particular group of people.
It's never enough.
They are not fans to begin with. And
that's where the whole phrase of "go woke, get broke," or you know what I mean,
yep,
comes from, because the people who complain generally aren't your fan base, and once you cater to that group of individuals,
you lose your core.
Right.
The ones that have been following you for.
I'm not going to say that everybody like that is a fan, but there's usually like enough of a difference between where. Yeah.
Let's just say that if you go and the director in the media presentations tells you before the movie's released that this story is not for white males, it's going to fail. Charlie's Angels, the reboot. Great way to totally make the movie fail.
Yeah.
Don't come and see this movie. Well, they don't.
Okay, I didn't.
And it fails. I'm sorry, Christina, you were saying.
And then they blame the toxic fans. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then suddenly it's the fans' fault that they didn't make this movie work.
But I think that, what's really being missed is there's so much potential if they could just make a sympathetic and compelling storyline to get the same point across, and make it interesting and personal, and to make it fit. And instead, it's just shoehorned in there as if you don't get this, you're an idiot.
Okay, counterpoint. Create your own intellectual property. If you need to bend the original material so far as to make it unrecognizable, create your own character. Create your own material.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. It should be create your own character narrative that you bring in that is compelling for the story you want to tell. And then show how the characters with their legacy belief systems interact with that. Because that's also an important thing that we keep... people don't convert their beliefs suddenly. And not every single person whose beliefs are challenged becomes an asshole about it. And I feel like that's a gross misrepresentation for people of how it actually works in the real world.
Yeah, I have a big problem with that as well, because you have a lot of people who have an idea for something they want to make, but, it's risky for them to try to do it on their own. And then the next thing you know, they get a property like Star Trek, and then all of a sudden, they start making things that kind of, like, go against other parts of
that rewrite canon, basically. Yeah.
Right.
But if you wanted to make people sympathetic to a serial killer, there's tons of funding and resources for that.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing that's a little interesting, and I don't mean to repeatedly bring up the drinker, but he makes some really interesting philosophical points, and he's also written a book very recently about it too, about what's wrong with having our bad guys not be sympathetic. What's wrong with the bad guy being a bad guy?
Yeah,
we don't necessarily have to have an insight into what made this person bad. Don't have to know it. Some of the best, most evil characters of all times, we don't know the backstory on. This is how they exist. This is who they are.
Right, and by explaining that, it takes away some of the mystery, and it makes it
correct.
Yeah.
It also creates a justification for people to say, well, I understand how this could happen, and for people who are feeling similarly, to say, see, this is where I could go.
Yeah. Stuck in a corner there. Oh, goodness. A lot of gremlins. Up, Warren.
But yeah, I'm a large advocate of, just as an example, I'm not trying to point anything out, but like instead of making an Asian Superman, make another compelling character, and you can have them interact with Superman. Like it's because full well, like imagine if you will, how crazy Twitter and the internet would go if in Black Panther 2 you had Henry Cavill become the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Christina, that article you sent today is interesting too. About the Supreme Court,
political one?
Supreme Court possibly taking away admission requirements regarding
racial disparity. That you can't include that as an option for them to check on the paperwork
without being racist,
because it affects selection. Yeah, it affects selection criteria. Which I found interesting, that as much as everyone says California is super liberal, they've had that as an anti-discrimination policy on the board for quite a while now, that you're not allowed to incorporate that criteria in any of their state schools or anything. There's 2 states. It's California and somewhere else. Maybe Georgia or something.
I think we're out.
That would... Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah. And, people were like, well, this is a step back, right? And that, we're going to reduce diversity, and we've made all these strides in diversity. And the people who came out against it, including, I think, maybe, was it Clarence Thomas? Basically said, no, this is just holding everyone to the same standard and making it equal. And then the people were coming out and they were saying, like, Asian Americans have been saying for ages that this discriminates against them specifically for admission criteria. And
well, we are. It's been talked about how hard work is racist. So
yeah,
it's I don't know how you get around it. If you can't earn your way into something by hard work, but only the way you actually get access to it is by something you cannot control. I don't know. That seems like it's a step backwards.
I would also say it's an inhibitory crutch, where instead of saying you need these supports for you to come out equal for the point you're at, which is you need access to the technology that you say that you can't get at home. That's fine. Take that money that we're putting into those scholarships and put more computers in public spaces that these kids can access and stuff. Like, find ways to give them access to the tools that you're saying are causing these disparities, and then let them invest the time in using them, and invest the time in this. I don't know. I have thoughts, and sometimes having thoughts publicly is not the best thing, but I think we're going about it the wrong way, and that the way that they've structured this admission criteria does lower the bar, and it does give people excuses consistently. Well, this is why I didn't get in.
Hope you guys like Gremlin.
Yeah, right? Jeez and crow, man.
Don't feed him after midnight.
I think I did a poor lockdown there, but we'll make it work. I didn't see the ones out and back there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting for sure. By the time my own kids go to college, it'll be a completely different landscape. And I've had to talk with them twice this week where they're just like, well, school's easy, so we're good. And I'm like, just because this school doesn't challenge you doesn't mean you shouldn't challenge yourself. And they're just like, we don't want to be different than our friends. We don't want to put forth more. And it used to be William wanted to put so much effort in. And it's a challenge for me. And I'm going to bring it up at parent-teacher conferences, because I know right now the teachers are all so stressed out that they're just like, if you're getting by and you're meeting the minimum, that's great. But we just had it announced that our state has had the second consecutive year of dropped test scores, where the kids are performing worse and worse
globally.
And the threshold is held by averages. So it's year over year performance. So the lower it goes each year, the lower the bar it becomes.
I don't know how electricity monsters can slip, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
CMP should hire these gremlins.
I think they're already evil enough.
Oh, hello.
Wow. Oh, these guys are.
These guys
Yeah.
are due for mushrooms on their heads. Bonk. There it is.
Have you turned your heat on, Zach?
I think he said he did
well,
that already last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
last
right.
week I said that because of my wife, we had the heat on in like
Yeah,
August.
that's right. I've broken down to like I'll turn on the space heater like I have next to me now. That's about as far as I've gone so far.
So our house is an older home, and it only has one thermostat zone. But what we did is we replaced it with a Nest. I got it because of and you can get sensors for it, and so we just depending on the situation, we just put the sensors in different parts of the house so it'll heat at at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
You can also set time windows. So, for instance, like I have it where until like an hour before my wife would get home, it doesn't turn on unless it goes like below
Right.
60 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense. I used to have the house set like that so that it turned on from 6 to 8, and then when it turned off from
Yep.
until 4 o'clock when we were all getting home. Back when I used to go to the office.
Back in the pre-vid time.
Yeah.
I hear Diyushi barking and running in his sleep in his crate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I may have to create Charlie because he's gotten this thing where it's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and he wants to bark. He gets up, does half a pee, and he's like, "Okay, breakfast." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's 4:30 in the morning."
And yet
I
you
ain't
can
feeding
somehow
you.
sympathize, can't you?
No, I cannot because I'm already tired, and if I've accidentally let the frickin' cat in the room, I've had a restless night. And frickin' Paul, tell Zach, the cat will not get off me. And so the cat will yowl outside the bedroom door to come in. And Paul's like, "Look at you abusing this poor cat. It's just cold and wants to be warm. And you're going to leave it out there in the cold like that." The cat makes me miserable because I cannot freaking sleep because the cat steps all over me all night
Hey,
long.
leave my friends alone.
Yeah, once you went behind there, I couldn't separate anymore.
Well, I was trying to get them all to come around, but I guess they didn't want to.
Yeah, they have some very weird aggro radius on them, where they'll be on you and then they'll turn and they'll shoot like 100
I've
plus
seen
feet
that.
away.
It's weird.
It's almost like they have an attack. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Christina.
No, I was going to say this kind of feels like farming. The way they keep populating.
It's similar.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the res is not a channel. I hope it's just a click type of hot thing.
Well, don't they have a specific type of enhancement you can put in to lower that time, the channel time?
I don't know. Maybe? It might be part of global recharge too. I guess the upside is that
No, I think it's
pet's pretty much immune to these things, it seems.
yeah. There's an enhancement called reduce interrupt time,
Oh, okay, sure.
which I think reduces the amount of time of your channel because that's the interrupt part.
Hmm.
All right, we'll fight on the stairs. You guys watch Dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
The creators, the team behind that, their new show comes out next month on Netflix.
I don't think I know what that is.
I've never
Uh,
seen it.
It's called 1866. They didn't really say anything much about it. All they said is like there are people on a ship going across the Atlantic Ocean, I think, and then they encounter a ghost ship. That was kind of all they really said about it. But then they released a trailer for it, and you kind of get an idea of where they're going with it. I'll post a link in the chat.
I've never heard of Dark either, Zach.
Oh, I thought you said you had watched Dark.
I haven't
Oh,
either.
okay. Well, and I would wholeheartedly recommend Dark. I would easily say that it is in my top 3 of all. Like, it has some of the best writing in any media that I've ever come across. It is. It was one of Netflix's first foreign investments. So the film or the series is natively in German. It takes place in Germany, but the English. I've watched it both with dubs and subs, and they're both really good.
It sounds dark, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really. Like, I don't want to give away anything.
No, what streaming service is that on?
It's on Netflix. And Christina, if you want, I can. Maybe I shouldn't say that on stream, but
Yeah, no. You know what? The reason that it's that his account is on my account is because the kids will start watching a movie here,
right.
and then finish it over there, and so that's why it's been like that account has been on both this house and that house,
Gotcha.
without me paying for it. Sure. I just don't know if he changed the password or not. Because you know how they sent that update out that they were like, we're cracking down on stuff. And I don't know if they made him reset his password.
They just had a massive viewership loss. Second, third
quarters.
quarters.
Well, for sure.
Well, if they did, I will let you borrow my account.
Yeah. I introduced William to Crunchyroll because I have my sister when she pet sits for me, she logs in under her Crunchyroll account, and he's just thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Every anime he's considered is there, including some I probably don't want him to consider. But he's gotten into reading manga now, and we're getting through Naruto together.
Okay.
But yeah. But I'm always interested in looking at something new. Oh, you know what? I bet The Witcher is on Netflix too, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, my pet's down below.
That's why.
Can't figure out where he is.
Yeah, I haven't watched since episode 3 of the new season. So I'll have to test it out and see if it works. I can't see it not working because one of the kids would have complained and called their dad to fix it. I will say, Paul, I know you sent. I was gonna watch the his Dark Materials on HBO Max. And it was like, sure, Christina, what's your PIN? And I was just like, shit. No clue what my PIN is.
Oh.
Because you locked them out of the adult content.
Yeah. I can change that.
No, it's fine. William watches it for the kid stuff. But, so his account, it's used. He watches more TV than any of us. But, I wanted to just watch a show, and I was just like,
I don't remember what it was. I remember setting it up, but and I messaged you about it, but
you did, yeah.
I don't remember what I said. It's just as easy to reset it though.
And and I have that habit where every pin I set for everything is exactly the same. I shouldn't say that. It's a terrible, terrible
Is it
thing. I
1, 2,
know.
3, 4, 5? I use the same thing on my luggage.
What's your password? Password.
But you know what? So like my locker at work has that code, Zach. You know, because they took all of our desks away and gave us lockers instead, as if we were 10. And it was great because we had a wine club because work sucked so much, and you could come out and just randomly find wine in your locker because none of us had changed our passwords.
It doesn't really explain how the wine got there, but
Well, yeah, because you just say drop it off in my locker, and because our passwords were all the same, we just.
why are your passwords all the same for your lockers? What's the point of having a lock in a locker if all the passwords are the same?
We don't have locks. They give you a code. Everybody's code was the same default, and then you were supposed to change it after, and just none of us changed it.
Christina, I don't know how you got to where you were.
I don't either, but I was trying to go to the little star.
You were with us at one point in time. Then you must have just booted out of there.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh,
Bless you.
oh, pardon me.
I have a thing for that.
For sneezing?
No, for dying.
Oh.
Yeah, the self-reses are great, but it's, you know, for a tanker especially, you still have to take like 15, 20 seconds to turn on all your toggles again, otherwise you're just as vulnerable. Was that one of your power sets, from your power set, Zach, or not?
No, that was Return to Battle.
Empty room. A room full of empty people.
Sounds like the office. Wow, we're almost done the stream already.
Yeah. It's gone relatively smoothly. Somebody's healing somebody. I hear it. Turn off my patch. Where are you guys doing this from? It's gonna be pretty much impossible to keep track of my pet in this. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, and just that is correct. It's really just the latch that like you can change like the number coding on. But you know, yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
You can change it.
Yeah, you can change it to any to the little number range, 0 to 9 for your 5 numbers, or you could leave it as your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. which apparently is what about 50% of the people there did. Because, oh my god, somebody's going to come in and steal my keyboard and mouse that I'm not allowed to leave on the desk anymore because they want to make me waste 20 minutes hooking everything up and tearing it back down every day. The things of value that we all had, which were things like our pictures or our monitors, because a lot of us paid to get nicer monitors, like the curved ones or like have big double ones, they appropriated. But when they appropriated them, they made it so that there was no standard workstation. Because there's no consistency.
Hammond.
So it was a whole thing. It was annoying. I don't go back. I have to go back on the 17th for the day. But it's gonna suck. As I get older, it gets harder and harder to pretend I like people.
I'm gonna level.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I leveled like half a thing ago. I should follow you.
All right. Villain stands too.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do it by typing it, but
Don't you have to do it with the slash?
no, you would do it with a semicolon. Usually it's a slash in games, but for whatever reason with City of Heroes they use you do a semicolon.
Hmm. Oh, so Zach, I read an article today. You're gonna because you have the previous experience in working in a similar industry to me. You'll get it, and you'll enjoy this as much as I do from a customer support standpoint.
Okay.
So Zoetis decided they were going to get into the reference lab business, and they put out an article talking about their pricing model. This is their model. If you request a test, you request a CBC, right? And and it's $5 more than whatever our test would be. But if there's any issue with that CBC, it automatically gets a full manual review. And if it's required and it looks like there's any sort of pathology, cancer, leukemia, anything like that, it automatically goes for free to a clinical pathologist and gets reviewed, and you get a report. It doesn't affect the turnaround time. You don't have to call in for it. And it is no extra fee.
That's pretty good, I would say, right?
Right? Because like from a customer support standpoint, how much time is wasted for people calling in being like, my results look like crap. I don't know what to do. And they're like, hold on, let me transfer you to someone to consult. And then that person says, I think you should add on this test. And then you have to call the owner, ask if they're willing to spend the money to add on the test, call the lab back, ask the lab to add on the test, and then wait for the turnaround time to get the results from whatever the lab's doing. It's more money and it's a lot more time. And I'm like, this is brilliant. From like a staff management standpoint, that cuts down the amount of like traffic so much.
Yeah. Well, the less people you have in the middle, the better.
It's less people in the middle, and it's less time for the customer. To me, it just seems like an efficiency win-win. So, it'll be interesting to see how well it takes off. But there's a whole LinkedIn thing where they were talking about how that's the model they're going to go with. We're not going to be the cheapest. We're going to charge you $5 more, but for $5 more, you don't have to do anything anymore. I'd pay that $5. Okay, what's our next mission?
Oh, sorry.
Are we going to do one more? Do we have time?
I think so.
Well, I finished that contact, so let's see who I have now. Let's talk to Dr. Buzzsaw on Sharkhead Isle.
Buzzsaw, he's good. He's good stuff. I can tell when you level because my health, my self heal goes up by 1 point. I'm now plus 29. Sharkhead. Recover first item for Buzzsaw.
Oh, it's just the Doc Buzzsaw mission, which leads us to like that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we end up doing things.
Like all the Vasilok talk and all that stuff.
Get eyes from Rafferty. Buffs. Oh, they pre-clustered.
Zach, I do think like for consumption in the future, especially with this whole recession thing and like the way the economy's going, that pricing models. Right now, we have so many of these like little incremental nickel and diming you pricing structures.
Right.
That I think that you're going to get a whole segment of people that say, I don't want to deal with the shit. I want a flat cost. I want to know the expectations of that cost and what comes with it. I don't care if it's slightly more. And I don't want to have to pay for every little thing individually. Because that doesn't suit me.
Right, and then the point, if you go with that sort of a model, you have to find that point where you compensate for the ones that end up costing more, but...
Right. But I think it's also like the law of averages. You know what I mean? On how... I mean, in the instance we were discussing before, I think it's a little bit different in the sense that there's only a certain percentage on average that get elevated. And you can sort of calculate that based upon the incidence within a population. And you can use that end value to build out your numbers.
You can also follow the rule of 20, which doesn't it say like 20% of the people will be responsible for 80% of the work or something like that?
The Pareto principle. Yeah.
Yeah. I was explaining to Zach Paul that I read an article on the new pricing structure for Zoetis, their RefLab structure that they put out publicly on LinkedIn and a few other places, and basically they said, you know what, you send in a test, you send in your CBC, you pay $5 more for it, and if anything's wrong, you don't have to call us. We're going to automatically do your extra smear. And if it looks like there's anything pathological, we're going to automatically send it to a clinical pathologist. You're not going to pay an extra fee. You're not going to have to call in and request it. You're just going to get a pathology report as part of your test. And what a difference that makes on the support side to not have to handle that call volume. Coming in with people saying, I don't know what to do with this result, and having to answer questions, having to ask how much it costs to add something on, having to call back once they get permission to add it on. You know, the separate billing for the add-on tests. It all goes away. You've just said it's this much. And every time you pay that extra $5 to get the full thing, it's going to get it for you automatically.
I won't take exception to you coming over and... Took me to the end of that fight to finally lock that guy down.
But I was just thinking at that intersection between what is the experience of the team internally and what's the experience of the customer. Much better. So much better.
Well, it's not just about that, though. If you think about that down to its logical conclusion, you're going to find out that it's money saving from both sides.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
The first time you have your office manager on the phone arguing regarding cost on something, that $5 has been eaten up.
Yep. I'm interested in seeing how it challenges the industry, which has been built on all of those little nickel and diming principles of, you know, add this on, add that on, you know. You have to log in and read it to figure out if you need to add something on, or you have to call in to add something on, and just the release of taking that away and making it automated for a small extra fee. Like I said, you're more than happy to spend, and honestly, it gets passed to the customer, and that extra $10, you know, it's not going to be so significant to them if you tell them this is going to escalate automatically. That's peace of mind for most of them for that $10. Oh, that's interesting. When I did the snowstorm, like, the wind picked all the bullets up.
Yeah. It's always interesting to see how the in-game physics like that work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have a singularity pet, it just kind of pulls them all along with you down the hallway.
Mm-hmm. I would say if there was anything I could do for work, like, that I could just pick for a job, solution finding like that, where you're like, here's a solution that benefits everybody, across the board, and this is how it would work. How fulfilling.
But that also means you have to have the care provider, service provider, willing to be able to take less of a profit.
Yes and no. Because I think if you look at it to the point before about like looking at like the percentage that require that escalation, if you're making more money off of everything versus making more money off the rare incidences, the incidences where you do have that occur, it all evens out fiscally. I did that a lot with pricing at the clinic.
That's the point, though. You have to be able to look at it long term over the course of a wide variety of things. And certain companies that I know of and I've worked with in the past are not willing to look at something in that way.
Yeah. I know when I did the negotiations for our clinic for pricing, I looked at the volumes we were running year over year and found the price point where I said, at this price point, I know we can run X volume and make X profit, and that's acceptable to us. And that we knew there was a tipping point between on the cost framework for what would get accepted versus declined. And we wanted to price something at $35 that the retail from the lab was $50, after the markup. I said, if we can price this at $35, we'll guarantee that we'll run $3,500 a year minimum. And we far exceeded that. I think the first year we hit 3,800, and then the year after that, closer to 5. Because you knew how to sell it.
There we go.
How did I wind up on the wrong side again? Here, that's it. Okay. Map skills.
He's blocking you.
I see that. Super annoying.
That's funny.
Here.
None of that. Let's beat these guys. The rest of the guys who are.
Look at all those 4s coming off. 4s. That's me.
Damn, that's a lot of horrible golfers.
Check out my... Oh, I was going to say, did you see my balls? But apparently one of them went away. I'm learning that I need to get mushrooms out early.
Well, it helps mitigate a lot of the damage early on. When
Yeah, because it takes me a while to wind up regarding my ability to heal.
Because you figure every hit that they don't land is essentially more health that we have.
Yeah.
And then by the time it wears off, you probably lower the numbers of it.
Oh, that's the worst about that attack. when you miss on it, it's really obvious.
We can leave now.
Oh, I'm upstairs fighting.
Oh, okay. Let me step in here.
Sure. My ball is apparently hitting for 11 now. Not bad. Not bad. That's it.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah, there's a red
I think it is.
thing on my thing, but I think it's a phantom. Yeah, I think it is.
Mm-hmm. Great, perfect timing, gentlemen.
Yeah, nicely done. We have a good place to start next time. Yeah. All right, pocket D. Gonna get some D here. All right, I don't think I got anything super valuable. Yep. Oh, I have a bunch of orange salvage pieces I need to get rid of. Because I know I'm never going to be using them. I think that's it. Oh, prices are up currently. That's 612 a piece. All right, go sell. So there was a bunch of changes to force field. I'm not entirely sure that I understand most of them, but
Oh, did they put out another update? I'll have to look.
no, it's from the last update actually. And robotics too.
Yeah, so with robotics, I know that they changed. I think like wasn't there like a
Mend.
like an anti-regen thing? They moved those to the beam rifle attacks.
Yeah, and instead of having a direct heal where you could actually do a mend on things, it pops up like a temporary little drone that will heal things as necessary for like 90 seconds and then disappears. I think it's on a 90-second timer, which is kind of nice. It's better than patty caking and trying to individually heal them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the stream. Everybody that popped in, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We will at least be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have the two compadres join me as well. Hope to see you then.
Good night, everyone. Woo. Thanks for playing with me tonight, guys.
Of course.
Been a long time since I've been able to break out the ghost axe. I totally did too. I whiffed it so bad. Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. The worst was like I could tell the moment you saw it. I could instantly see on your face the moment you saw me put like, yeah.
It's almost like what that meme that you hear. It was at that moment Christina realized she.
Yeah, well, it really was because I pulled it out and I'm just because I was like clicking through because I'm like, God, I haven't played this character in forever. I don't know what everything is. So I'm just clicking random shit. To Zach's point about me being a button masher. So I mash the button and it comes out and I'm like, oh, really? And then I'm like, whatever. And I go to use it and